But nobody try run up you with dead king. A yellow tape for the crime scene. At the big five.
Active.
96.1.
My brother,
Big up to the Godfather Tony Show. Anyway, you're there in the world right now.
somewhere around Brooklyn, man.
You
Don't
don't
worry.
know a family, a family. Links are links. Mob ties.
In fact, the first time that Jamericans was in Trinidad back in
Right.
that, it was for our colors, not so?
Absolutely, absolutely. On the helipad, I'll never forget. The first time I walk up on stage and feel like Michael Jackson. Like, girl, I'm just a scream. People are go crazy. Music start. Me not feel sing my song them. We can't just hold the mic out to the crowd and the crowd know the whole song.
Yeah, those were times. I mean, you all hit Trinidad like a tsunami at that time.
For
you
real.
couldn't go a place without hearing that record.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I was telling you off camera before the interview started that I was in downtown Porter Street with my barber as a little youth man, taking a trim, and you just happened to walk in the barber shop and
So
take
we
a
do
trim.
it.
I was like starstruck. I was like, wait.
So we do
And to come around now many years later, now we now interviewing you. In fact, I was going to start the interview by saying the first album I ever bought with my whole little allowance money was that album.
Amazing.
And yeah, I'll never forget back in the day.
Give thanks.
So, welcome.
Thank
we
you.
have Edley Shine in the building. If anybody of you were fans of Jamericans back in that time,
Yeah.
I used to follow you back in Instagram in the early days, and like you kind of disappear off of Instagram and all.
They took my Instagram page. They say, yo, y'all keep up too much badness. So they took my first one, but my back, me verified, blue tick, not purchased. It was given to me by Instagram. So
All right, well, I guess welcome back to
That
the
is
gram. I know we're here. You have new music to drop. We just
Right.
heard the first track. It's called Active.
Right.
And I see also when I checked your Instagram that you were promoting a song called Grow.
right.
Before we get to those songs, what keeps you going after all these years to still do music? This is the obvious question.
It's just the love for the music and the love for my culture that really keep me going and solidifying my legacy as an individual. Because when I came into the music business, I was in a group, and I'm kind of I was defined by that group. So my legacy was attached to another person. So after that separated, I wanted to put out music. I still had a lot more to say, a lot more things to accomplish in music, and I was forced to be a solo artist after the label decided they didn't want to continue with me after Born Jamericans. So I've been putting out music independently since 1998 till this day. Self-reliant, self-funded, anything that you ever, even if you've seen a blip, a blurb, a little glean I write up, it's just me and Flair Lindsay from Acclaim PR pushing the music. And right now I'm just one of the underdogs that rage against the machine. I'm not part of the music industry. I'm not part of the Jamaican dancehall industry. That's why I have to push my music on my own. You won't get it from your regular watering holes of music.
Let me ask you this, as you touched on that, do you think it's a gift or a curse to have your name and your legacy tied within that group? Or are you still trying to distance, to put some distance between you and that?
I wouldn't say I'm trying to put distance between it, but I'm just trying to make people know that Edley Shine as an individual was a talented entity and a talented juggernaut on his own before I even met a group member. But somebody told me something recently. They said so many people are invested and grew up with the group emotionally and support. Like you said, you bought our first album. So it's something I can't really fight or run from. It's part of my musical catalog.
Many of my
lineage.
teenage years, many of my teenage party years, it's tied to that. I go right back to that era.
Right.
You know, so it's very hard. When I just see Edley Shine an email come, it's like, hey boy,
first thing you're gonna think about is Born Jamericans. So
you know, that's specifically why I asked that.
I have to embrace it, man. I just have to do it, but I have to make people know, yo, I'm a grown man now. I just had another birthday. I'm half 100 on the ticket.
Well, I didn't want to say
on the dash of life. I'm a half 100 on the dash of life, and I want people to see me for my musicality and my talent, and acknowledge it and support it. And if you like it, you can go stream it, you can go download it. I know that, yo, Edley Shine, body in my own rights. And that's all I'm pushing right now.
Do you think that whether you or the group are not giving your flowers, do you think that you are underrated? Because at that time, whether good, bad, or indifferent, they put at some way or fashion, they put reggae on the forefront because you were on BT.
Right.
We saw you all over the face. With the sons of Jamaican immigrants, however you want to put it, and you all came and you all bust through the door, and a whole heap of artists came behind you all.
Absolutely.
You know, do you think that you get your flowers? Do you think that you all are underrated and not spoken about in the reggae circles as much?
I mean, they don't give Jesus his credit. They don't give the man that invented a car, the man that invented penicillin. When somebody's sick and they push penicillin in the vein, they don't think about the man who actually came up with the DNA and the ingredients to make penicillin that saves everybody's life. So being an innovator and ahead of my time is something that I just have to accept. At least my name is mentioned amongst the echelons of reggae and dancehall, because a lot of people don't know we were never accepted in Jamaica. Like, Jamaica never really played Born Jamericans.
Okay.
It was Trinidad, the Bahamas, Guyana. It was all the other islands that made Born Jamericans this household name. Then Jamaica started to come around, but before we could actually conquer Jamaica and have a hot song there, we broke up. So we never really finished the mission that we was on as a group.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So is it that you're bringing out an EP, or you're just doing songs and putting it out there for the people to hear?
Well, I have a lot of people in my camp that support me, and now they screaming EP because of the feedback that I'm getting from this Grow record that I just dropped.
That's what I'm asking, because I see that you're pushing Grow, then you have this other song active, and you said you had a couple other songs.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's an EP coming, or you're just testing the waters kind of vibe.
I'm kind of putting out music, but there is a project, because the music industry is project based right now. Streaming is based off a project, touring is based off a project. So I'm always working on music. I got hundreds and hundreds of songs sitting on my hard drive. So when the right time comes and I feel the market needs, I felt like the market need this song called Grow, because here's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing an overemphasis in the reggae and dancehall space of a lot of negative imagery, a lot of chopping and Trinidadness and Orbia and all these things. And I'm not I'm not knocking the youths. They have to do what they do, because to make it out of the garrison and make it out of the ghetto, sometimes shock value is what attract people. But it has to be a balance in the music.
Well said.
And you have to represent the Caribbean and where you're from in your music. You can't just be one-dimensional and make everybody think that you're a bad man. Because I talk to a lot of the global people, the people in the record labels and all that, and they don't really understand the direction and the sounds and the themes of what's going on in reggae and dancehall right now. That's why they're gravitating towards other cultures and other things, because it's more appealing, it's more happy, it feels better.
Sometimes I feel that way as well. I mean, I get it that the youths have to do what they are doing, and nothing is constant but change.
Right.
But then sometimes I feel like it's a bit dark sometimes.
Right.
That's, as you say, the chopping, and it's that, and I'm like, oh boy, like nobody's happy again, Right. I get that feeling sometimes. But at the same time, you have to let the youths do what they do.
I feel let the youths exist. So I call this song right here the medicine in the dog food. We just feed the musical community and put something in the atmosphere. I was talking to my big brother Mad Lion, big up Mad Lion, and he said, "Yo, it's like it's like you took this generation." I'm a big brother that for life, for life. He said it's like you took the whole genre of reggae and dancehall and you handed them a Bible and say, "Yo, my youth, study your Bible and remember who you are." And he never talks about none of my songs like that. But this particular record even struck a chord with him, and a lot of my greatest critics say, "Yo, Edley, you seal that one, is it." So I hit me and run with right now, and hopefully a project is to come after this.
Let's hear it. It's called Grow. Edley Shine.
Check it out.
In the building.
96.1.
And a big voice. What a pray.
I know so we grow.
From DC, Louisdale, Jamaica. Things change.
I know so we grow.
Man, them sell out.
I know so we grow.
Talk to them. You know, see the culture, it gone to the dogs. Every day I get a youth, him gone to the mark. The world done freak out, elders never reach out. Polly and the scammer, them, that's who them seek out. The youth, them gone insane, who's to take the blame? Social media, perfect images, f***ing up them brain. Every dog in at the garrison, I lock down the lane. With no food in at the pot, how them I go sustain? So in order to be rich, you need a couple back. And a big voice. What a pray. From DC, Louisdale, Jamaica.
If you're a fan of Born Jamericans back in the day, or a fan of his music, we have Edley Shine in the building, featuring some brand new music hot off the press. You know we get the new music first, it's Sojo.
You know, see the culture, it gone to the dogs. Every day I get a youth, him gone to the mark. The world done freak out, elders never reach out. Polly and the scammer, them, that's who them seek out. The youth, them gone insane, who's to take the blame? Social media, perfect images, f***ing up them brain. Every dog in at the garrison, I lock down the lane. With no food in at the pot, how them I go sustain? So in order to be rich, you need a couple bad, couple Benz, couple Bima, couple Glocks with the switch. Couple tats on your face, embrace the dunce list. I saw you make the top of the dancehall list. Imitation generation, boss regardless. It not take no subject, fit on no artist. But me nah go fight the youth, cause them have to exist. Me never think it woulda come down to this.
I know so we grow. We day up on the gravel 10 toe. Them only reap and never sow.
Yeah, yeah.
I know so we grow.
I know so we grow Trinidad and
I know
Tobago.
so we grow. Never sign the
Make we
dotted
fix
line and
things,
then
put
go
some reality back in our dancehall, some reality back in our reggae music. Second verse. Listen it now. No!
Rockstone now we foundation, concrete
Build with house.
Everybody just a hustle,
Cause them want make it out. We not chat to police, do the crime, lock him out. Do your time at GP, money up when you come out. I'm a brows and coats, that's how we grow. Zinc roofing at the trenches, favor war zone. Come back to Jamaica, all the world know. Belly full but them starving, that's how we grow. Steam fish and banana, yam and cassava, coconut water. Make we hold with order. Them a teeth the elements a real dancehall. I make some new genre while the youth them a starve. Them love it when we happy and a dance and pull off. But when a revolution then them want lock it off. Some little culture vulture not like when me talk. Me no free to tell a boy if it's ever.
I know so we grow.
Reality, the medicine in the dog food, Trinidad. I need this in rotation. I need the youths them all over Laventille, all over Port of Spain, all over San Fernando. I need this to be the anthem for Trinidad for the summer. Aruka, wifey, my daughter Edley Shine. Let's go, third verse.
Them say you sound so vexed, sound so disgruntled. I feel with time now, the crown we not let go. We are press gas, feel we car full up of petrol. Can't beat, we better join, we are. Listen, one thing for certain, you see that little island, it full of peer talent. Recruit them like Taliban. So much pretty woman, you want live like Solomon. To all them grow rough, make sure you can manage while we grow for be a fighter. Talented writer, we no bad mind, a dirt for backbiter. Them sell out the culture for cheap, red dirt to the beach. Them no love when we speak.
I know
so we grow Trinidad. 10 toe.
Them only reap and
Never sow. But I know so we grow. Everybody.
I know so we grow.
Never sign the dotted line and then go bow. Never.
I know so we grow.
You heard it here first.
Track entitled Grow. That's Edley Shine. He's in the building.
Yeah.
Featuring some brand new tracks we heard active. That one is entitled Grow. And who knows, there may be an EP on the horizon.
Right.
Is that a Sheridan sample?
Yo, it's produced by XI Group.
Yeah.
And them just put it together.
Okay.
I wrote the song. I found the singer. The singer shelled it. She want to remain anonymous. Maybe she might present herself at a different time.
Okay.
But I'm a singer still. Big her up. Zay 876. Big up.
We were talking off air before as well. And did you know that he's married to a Trinidadian?
Yeah.
He is married to a Trini. And down here, normal, going in the mall.
Going in the mall. I've been in Trend City Mall just hanging out. People looking at me like, oh, this foreign, this Jamaican, big foreign youth. I walk around and I talk Jamaican. So well, yo, Trinidad always been my home.
I'm not gonna say life come full circle there kind of way,
yeah.
Because you know you came to Trinidad, you mash up Trinidad on the biggest stages at the time,
right? And
then come right back to Maria Trinidad and Trinidad just lounging and lamming and jamming.
This one of those special places in the Caribbean where you could just fall in and never fall back out.
Edley Shine, thanks for passing through, my brother.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me. Big respect. And the whole of Trinidad, love and honor and respect from the Jamerican days to my solo days now. I always support the big voice. Respect all of the sound man, them, the selector them, the clubs, the fets, all of the carnival crew. Big up to my brother Marshall. Big up to Bungie. Big up to all of the Trini artists. Chappie, I'm coming to come check you right now. You see? At the big voice.
Before you go to as well, just let them know where to find you on Instagram, which is a very important thing.
Absolutely.
It's at
Everything is at Edley Shine _official. That's the Instagram, the new one, the verified one.
Let me know how to spell Edley.
EDLEY SHINE _official. Everything else is Edley Shine, EDLEY SHINE. Just Google it, man. Everything
And these songs, are they on Apple Music, Spotify, etc.?
everywhere music is consumed. Check out the Grow video. It's on my YouTube page right now. We just hit 50,000 views in like a couple of days. Give thanks for that, because, you know, and on a big label or nothing that push we are doing organic from the streets to the people's ears.
I like that one though.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Respect.
So make sure and check it out. Search Edley Shine, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you consume your music, as you said. And check it out. Support the artists.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for passing through once again.
Thank you for having me.
Fans. We'll be right back.